How's everybody doing? I am in Chicago, and another situation with Saturn. The flight is late because you see, I chose the package when I came to Chicago, so I can stay a couple of hours, so I can meet some clients from Chicago, and maybe go out and enjoy in the city, right? But and then from here, I go to Baltimore, which should have been at 9. But see, this is the problem with the airlines. I got here, the flight was supposed to leave at 6:10 in the afternoon. It ended up leaving at 7:30. So I missed the connecting flight to Baltimore from Chicago. Uh, and now to go to Baltimore, because it was at 9:20, that was the last boarding. This is Saturn in the third house of communication, transaction, and things not connecting, you know. So now I missed the flight, but it was a fault of the airline. Now they're supposed to be paying my hotel, and they're supposed to be paying my meals when they do this kind of stuff. They did it with everybody else, but when it came to me, they didn't. The office was closed. So now I have to go and go to the Hilton. I'm at the Hilton. And I don't know what it is. It's almost $300 a night to stay here, plus $100 for the incidentals. So I'm like, well, that's a lot of money. You guys should be paying this. They're not doing it, so I have to come out of pocket and do it. So I contacted the bank to release more money, and of course the offices are closed until morning, meaning that I will be stranded until morning, where I won't be able to sleep or book a place, a hotel, and I'm in the hotel. Now I go through this almost every time I travel, and it has nothing to do with. Sometimes, it's lack of money, and it could be a very little amount. You call the bank lets it through, because I'm always making money every day, and it eats up the balance. That's what a business account does. But when it happens on a weekend like this, I'm completely stranded with a deficit of 150. So I said to myself, that's a long ass wait, and a long as, because 150 negative is not a lot. That I go through that every day, and with your donations and other business, it eats it up. But the problem is that if I have clients or subscribers that are going through this kind of Saturn transit, how do I prepare the collective from this type of inconvenience? And it is an inconvenience, because not to have a place to sleep and not to have money to go to the hotel to sleep is really an issue. And all of my luggage went to Baltimore. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? Do I fly back to Houston or proceed to Baltimore? No, I'm proceeding to Baltimore, but the price, no, not the price, the time to get to Baltimore is at 6 in the afternoon. What am I supposed to do between now and 6? And I'm telling them this, I'm a frequent flyer mile, I stay in the Hilton for years, the Hilton honors, blah, 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 blah. And it's like it goes on deaf ears. They're like, oh, well, it's the weekend. I'm like, well, I need to go to sleep, because I need to get up tomorrow. Now, what I will do is I will look around Chicago and look at the sights of Chicago, and then take my flight to Baltimore, because I want to go to a club here in Chicago. That's why. But because we got here so late, everything closed. So, and the guy was really nice. The concierge guy, he was really nice. He's like, well, instead of charging you $273 a night, I'll charge you $129. But you have to reduce the deficit of stay, and you still gotta pay the incidentals of $100. Well, okay, that's gonna take me a few hours to raise. Uh, but but then again, I have to leave at 12 noon. When it comes to sleep, it's worth paying any money. I just left it bed and breakfast, and it was heavenly. Also, it's cold in the lobby. Saturn also rules cold weather, and it's just fucked up. And I'm looking too cute to be under duress like this. Then I put on my laptop because I couldn't go live because there was something wrong with the internet. There was something wrong with the Wi-Fi. So now I got the computer open with no Wi-Fi, and then I couldn't do videos on my phone because it was something was wrong with the Wi-Fi, even though I have my own Wi-Fi on the phone. But it's cold here in Chicago. It's cold, and then I like being tropical. I'm thinking that at this time of the year, it's a little warm. This is agony, total agony. So I'm having some mint tea. I misplaced my glasses. I packed it. I packed it in my other luggage, which I checked in. So I don't know. I'm gonna stay in Chicago, but I need that pay, so I'm gonna do 25 for 25 readings or 150 readings to bring that down. And since I'm gonna pay that kind of money, I'm gonna stay in Chicago and see some of you. I'm gonna contact my accountant and reroute the tickets because they want to send me back to Houston. But I'm like, no, my luggage is now in Baltimore. Let me go get my shit. I'll probably end up staying at a hotel in Baltimore. I've been to Baltimore. I like Baltimore. It's a dangerous city, though. So that's what's going on. And my back is killing me because I have been flying all day. All night. That's the setback. That's the setback when you travel. Again, this is part of the opposite polarity. I love to travel. I will have a wonderful time. I meet a lot of people. But then there's this backlash of going to the hotel and getting the bill paid, or it's not going through, or it's too much money. I mean, it's just, the Hilton is OD, But I gotta pay it. What can I do? All righty. I have a presentation to do for you guys, which is why I came to Baltimore. I did the purpose layover of 12 to 13 hours in Chicago because I wanted to go out clubbing, have clothes and everything. But it happens all the time, and this time the flight left me. So I'm like, what is going on here? You gotta compensate. And the person that's on my side always advocates in fights and usually wins. But here, because of the weekend, it sucks. Now you see, if I was a real thug like back in the day, I will go to one of these rooms and crash in there. But that's not something that I like to do. And God forbid you deal with these Chicago police. So you just have to marshal through and take it as another test. But I take it with a stride. I'm surprised at myself. It might be the turquoise, because I'm much more calmer about these things. Even though it's a no one likes to not sleep in a warm bed in a strange city with no friends and nobody, and your money blocked. Because I've been traveling all over, and you know what the banks do, that they chase. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna lay back because my back is killing me, and then it's cold. It's cold, so I have to mentally block all these things that are happening. This is Saturn, and you get tired of the motherfucker. You get tired of the constant testing bullshit. But I'm not letting it at all upset my flow. to let it upset my flow. I can't call the bank because it's closed. So I have to wait for the morning so like that, they can do that. That means sleeping somewhere between now and 6 in the morning. And I can't do that in the lobby. So I have to pay this and wait for the bank in the morning. So that's crazy. It's crazy. And I'm like, why does this continue to happen? So I looked at my transits. That Uranus in Taurus, opposing my second house of money, is still, it's a bitch. It's been in there for 9 years. And then there's the Pluto in Capricorn. But the Pluto in Capricorn, like Uranus in Taurus, makes a trine. But if it opposes a natal planet in your money houses, it can cause monies to fluctuate or disappear suddenly without warning. But it can also bring you unexpected income too. It cuts both ways. So uh, and then we just had a full moon in Sagittarius, which for me affects my Mars and my third house of communication and local travel. It doesn't really it's not really a problem for me, but the second house of income with the Neptune in Scorpio here, the money that I get and that I envision comes through magic. It comes through magic or through mysterious sources. And I think that happens to me a lot because since I like to travel and most often I have the means to travel. The polarity is that this will be missing or this is delayed or your card has been suspended because you're using it too much, things like that. you know because it comes with the territory. Oh, I can't stand it. This is my second cup of mint tea because I just forgot how cold Chicago can be. And then they blast the ACs. They blast the ACs. It's crazy. It's so crazy. So I know it's late. I mean, it's, what is it, 12 o'clock now? Maybe in Chicago it's 11 something. So let's do our collective read, right? To eat up the time. I got like from here to morning sunrise to get these things in order. Unless I have it now to get in the room, but you know me, yeah, you should. But see, but I'm too old to do that kind of stuff, and that's Saturn. That's Saturn. Now, if I was in Houston, I'd probably get away with it, but I don't know too much about the feel of Chicago. I know it's quite a place. I'm delighted to see it in the morning. Provided that I get a good night's sleep and I get this print now before midnight or before 1 o'clock or whatever it is that I'm going to do. So I'm going to do readings 25 or 25. Hopefully you guys will donate. And then I can bring this deficit down and I can, by morning, approve for me to stay. If that's the case, I might stay an extra day or two in Chicago and have my stuff sent from Baltimore back to Houston. Yeah. These are the types of constant adjustments that have to be made. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. So guys, please donate, please give, as you know, right? So my leg is killing me, because when you're cold like this, when it's cold, it doesn't help, you like momentary arthritis or temporary arthritis, so you don't even have to have that. But when it gets cold like this, and then with the AC, that kind of cold enters your bone. It goes right in your bone. Ooh. But I will tell you this. I have been eating and eating and eating like there's no tomorrow. It's like somebody gave me an injection or something. I just been eating and eating. So I'm good about that. I'm glad about that. So let me take out the cards, right? And do. Oh, it's a beautiful hotel. It is beautiful. It better fucking be with 300, almost $300 a night. Alrighty. And I cannot believe that they made me lose my flight and not compensating for me. That is crazy. This is Saturn. This is Saturn. This is crazy. Because that, shit, that can fuck up your good time. You have a certain amount of money. But I said, listen, what if I meet a girl, right? Girls cost money. You got to give her a little money. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a car, so I got to have something, right? I better have the money. Life really is a joke. It really is. Alrighty. Alrighty. Let's see what's going on with these apps. Oh, there's a lot of you up this morning. There's a lot of you. Let's see. I don't got my glasses. I see. I got my computer. But do you know that I have to wait 2 hours? It just comes early phone, and now the phone is giving me problems with the Wi-Fi. These are the challenges of Saturn that don't seem to go away. They just don't seem to go away. So you have to like resolve yourself, and that it's always going to be like that, and you have to always find a way to transcend it. You have to find a way to transcend it. Okay, let me see. I hope it doesn't fuck. I need to have many of them. Okay? It's glitching. It's glitching. It sucks. 6 minutes to midnight. I have, yeah, in Saturn, always been a threat. Oh no, it's terrible. It's terrible. Because I gotta find a place to sleep tonight. Well, I'm gonna be really fucked up in the morning. This is just me. Okay, it's okay. Oh, guys, what are you guys doing up though? A Virgo with Aries moon can handle Baltimore. Oh, absolutely. When I was last in Baltimore last year, there were 6 thugs that tried to mug me and take my Rolex. And I think I told you guys, I took off my Rolex and I put it on the table. Go ahead, get it. Go ahead, get it. And these are thugs from Baltimore. I'm like, go ahead, get it. They got scared. They said, no, you better not. Right at the pier. And they fixed Baltimore. They have, just the front, but it's the front. It's not the whole thing. I walked a few blocks in, and it looked like a battle zone. Very, very poor, very impoverished, almost falling apart. And it's almost like they try to hide that, right? And they have the nice glitter part with the hotels, but literally, you walk away from the crab house, the famous crab house. It is delicious though, but you walk right around the corner, and it's a battle zone. I'm like, what? People live like this? I was in shock, utter shock. And I am very disappointed that the government is not doing anything to fix this and evolve this. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna proceed with my plan because I did get my ticket upgraded, so I will be flying from Chicago at 6 in the afternoon to Baltimore. I'm gonna stay there and then fly back to Houston. Uh, it's cold here, and my luggage is into Baltimore. I'm not sufficiently prepared, and this cold weather in Chicago, I don't think it's gonna be a little bit better because we're going into June, then July. Oh my God! Oh my God! This cold weather is no joke here in Chicago. I don't know what I'm gonna do. My Cash App out is Fernando, FERNA #5 NDO. I really appreciate it, guys. You guys are my lifeline sometimes. Without you guys, I would have been dead already with my enemies and Saturn, on one end, then my ops on the other end. I would have been done. But you guys have been really good. So I really appreciate it. If I can get at least 400, that'll cover the deck and cover the room. And I will stay until 12 midnight because that's the checkout. But I think I'm going to do more readings and I'm going to probably stay because it's 6 in the afternoon. So, you can stay, I think, tops until 2 in the afternoon and pay a little extra. I don't mind doing that because, sleep, there's nothing like sleep. There's nothing like sleep. And I need that. Okay, guys, let's do a collective read. And if you guys want a reading, we can do it now. Since I got plenty of time to, to use wisely. I never want to say to lose or to waste. Yes, Saturn is really hard. And unforgiving, and it's just terrible. It's just terrible, and it doesn't get old. But I'm like, I can handle anything, but don't block my money where I can't have a place to sleep and stay in. Because I am not gonna stay on the street. That's crazy. That's crazy, but because these people are still doing death spells and they're still doing beauty spells and they're still doing, it's like, and I don't really believe, guys. I don't really believe that this is coming from my ops, or if you're going through this, you collective. I don't think it's happening through your ops. I think there's another enemy here, and this enemy is very powerful. They do ceremonial magic, ritualistic magic. It's a group of individuals, and when you do that, it's more powerful. I got my helpers and I got my protectors, that I don't have to worry about that. But there's always going to be one or two energies that are going to slip through. Because you don't throw witchcraft and negative energy for so many years on somebody and nothing, something always seeps through. And that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to have something seep through where it could be like, gotcha. But no, you ain't gonna gotcha me. I'm gonna continue to fight and go through these types of very powerful inconveniences and experiences because it makes you stronger. I used to have an issue with this when I was younger. I'm much better with it now. I'm much better with it. Alrighty. Let us do a collective reading. Let's see what's going on. Let me see. Uh-oh. Uh-huh. Thank you, guys. Let's see if we can do 300 tonight and pull this deck and get me to go to sleep in this hotel. I definitely ain't gonna need the 100 for the one once it's I'm in the black to cover the incidental effects. The guy was really nice, but he left. He left. His shift is gone, so they're gonna put me right back to that high bill. Oh, okay. And the thing is, This is their fault. This is not my fault. So I have to file a complaint with the airlines and the hotel industry and the third party that arranged this. But that takes time. In the meantime, I gotta have this paid and and resolved. Even though they'll reimburse me, but it's an inconvenience. And my back is killing me, and I need a bath. I need a nice bath. Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. Thank you. You know, when you bless an earth angel, you get that 7 times. You already know that. So it's not. It's not. This is money that you can definitely get back in more ways than one. So let's see what's going on, collective. It is Sunday. Actually, it's now Monday morning, right? Because I think it's past. Yeah, it's 12 something. It's 12:30. So it's already Monday morning. Oh my God, it's cold. It's cold. Oh my goodness. No, it takes quite a psychology to handle this cold. It takes quite a psychology. I get up and I do stretching exercises. So later I'm gonna do some stretching exercises because when it's cold like this, oh my God. All right, guys, give me a second. I'm gonna go to the little boys' room, okay? Give me a second. Go to the boys' room. Okay. And when you sit down, you feel the cold all over again. It's like Saturn gives you no psychological break. You know what it is to be here for hours with this cold? It is just brutal. You'd rather be outside. Oh my God. The cold is brutal. Brutal. Just when you're nice and warm, just a little bit. You get up, the cold hits you like a ton of bricks all over again. Yeah. And then, of course, look, I don't fucking learn. Because on the plane, it's even colder. And, back in the day, they used to give you blankets. They don't do that anymore. So, ooh, even me touching my forehead, and then I can't drink too much tea because it gives you a headache, so it's strong. All these things are Saturnian in nature. Sometimes the colder is so cold, you start to get shakes because it's so cold, and the outside is no better, but at least the AC is a little more forgiving. I mean, the temperature is a little bit more forgiving. In fact, there is like a garden. There's a garden right outside here. Oh, and see where you can sit, right? But it's an emergency. It's really cute. But see, oh my God. It's colder outside than it is in here, even though here it's cold. It's just another different type of cold. Oh, I got too used to the warm heat of Houston. Because people have a lot of complaints about Houston, the Houston heat. But I like it. This type of heat is this type of cold, the AC, and then the wind of Chicago, because Chicago is very windy. These two are just absolutely brutal. And over time, it weakens you. It weakens you. It takes away your appetite. It takes away, it lowers your morale because there's no psychological rest from overstimulation of these types of Saturnian tests, which is designed to really cause stress and sorrow. This is because that's the way that the planet Saturn teaches lessons. All right. Even the deck is cold. Even the deck is cold. I have to have a very strong psychology and pretend like I'm not affected by the cold. Because remember, I haven't been eating, I've been having problems with nutrition. So when you have the nutritional deficiency, you're much colder than the average person. So, we have to throw that in the mix too. All right.
He's not even giving me
Okay. Let's see what's going on with the ops. Because, it's always something. And it's always something different. But I don't feel that it's really that intense like it used to be, but I definitely am feeling this current group. Look, someone is having anxiety. Someone's having anxiety. This could be you, collective, or someone you know, or someone you're thinking about. Sure can. Uh-huh. I mean, the King of Swords in the reverse. Very restless. But I don't get that this is your regular op. This is someone that's another magician. Probably someone that's been in the mix from day one. No. And nothing is working to try to stop the collective or getting up. There's a lot of restlessness here. See, they want to do a new beginning. Somebody wants to go and start anew. This King of Swords in the reverse was restless. It's like he wants to get rid of the fact that he was involved in this. Like if he can turn the clock, he'd rather not be going through this because there's no way to get out of the degree of what he did. Whoever this reverse King of Swords, and I am getting that is one of the magicians from the Coven group. Chariot, success. With the Fool, there is no moving forward. If anything, when you have the Chariot in the reverse with the Fool, this is like a blockage. There's no forward movement. So this is talking about a particular individual. Because you know we have many ops that have been attacking you collective. But this is talking about a particular individual within that group. Yeah. This person is self-defensive. They lost. They lost and they don't know what to do. They know, collective, that you've recovered from a betrayal. They weren't expecting that, so now they feel a certain way. One more. They still are trying to find a way to control your collective. And they're still attacking, for many of you, your finances. But to no avail. To no avail. You've healed from this. And although this person is still trying, they're not going to succeed because the cycle is already closed. Now, let's go a little deeper and see what they're doing. What is this Four of Pentacles here? Make sure because I might be stuck. I don't know, that's been happening lately. Pisces. This person is going to go to jail. They're going to go to jail. They're not going to get their wish fulfillment. And somebody else is getting that. The Five of Swords in the reverse. They try to stop this, but they couldn't do that. They couldn't. You know, it's not meant to be. They want to sit at the table with you. They don't want to be rejected. They don't. They don't want to be defeated. It's almost like they want to come back into your good graces, acting like they've done nothing. That's so crazy. Yeah, reckless energy, Don Juan energy. You know, they want to come in and woo you because they think that you're still that person that they left behind or that they betrayed, even though they clearly see that you are transforming. You have transformed. You've outgrown these people. Hmm. Knight of Swords. Someone's rushing in this Don Juan energy very foolishly, very recklessly. What is wrong with these people? I gave them though. They are relentless. They are relentless. Unbelievable. The world. The cycle is closed. It's like they're in a bubble of their own, and they believe that they're being effective. They're not. They're completely delusional. Getting Capricorn energy, Scorpio energy. Oh, guys, this is terrible. This cold. Um, I'm gonna get back on the air in another hour. I need to do exercise, something to keep cold. Uh, I hope this helped somebody. Please donate.